One. Let's do it. Okay, guys, it's podcast time. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
And we are back once again, guys, with another podcast. But this time around, people, we're going to actually keep this one short because I'm pretty busy today. So this is going to be like a mini podcast. It's, like probably under half an hour or something like that. And
it's going to be about 2 hours then.
yeah, 2 hours later, and we're still going.
But you know what? Hey, we've done it before.
Yeah. But
how many times have we said shit like that? Like, oh yeah, we'll keep this about a half an hour, whatever. And then it's like, fuck, man, it's 2 hours later and we're still talking.
Fuck it. I mean, yeah, shit does happen. But this time around, guys, we are going to be getting into horror films because, Halloween is right around the corner. So we figured we would, jump into a bunch of the classic, old school, horror films and probably some creature features as well.
We're going to talk about horror movies like back in the day when horror movies were good, unlike the fucking bullshit you have out today.
Yeah, a lot of the shit that goes on today sucks. But once in a while there is a good horror film that will come through. But for the most part, nothing's great.
Let me ask you something. When's the last time you can remember watching, like in today, the really good like fucking horror movie?
I would have to say The Conjuring, the first one, I thought was pretty decent.
Yeah, okay, I agree with you on that.
I've seen a few of those films and like Annabelle films and whatnot. I mean, they're all right. But the first one I thought was pretty decent. As far as like a really good horror film, I don't know. As far as newer films, I know about older films, sure.
Like some of the greats out there, like the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right. You got the Jasons and Freddy Krueger and.
What was your favorite Friday the 13th movie?
Oh man, that's a good question. I would have to say some of the ones. I would have to go with some of the ones from the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know, the newer type ones, some are alright, but some of them sucked.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, all right. Well, let's change that. What was the shittiest Friday the 13th movie you've seen?
Fucking Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah. I was the last couple of movies that they did. I didn't like the last, like Jason X. I thought
there were certain parts in Jason X that I liked, but the movie itself was too corny. I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I like some of the kill scenes.
Yeah, me too. I liked how he took those two naked women and started smashing them up against the fucking tree.
Yeah, that was the one. Is like they're trying to distract them. Them two girls. They have the virtual reality or whatever for these two girls to pop up, be like, hey, you want to drink some beer? You want to smoke some pot? You want to have what is it? Premarital sex? We love premarital sex.
That's fucking funny.
And Jason just looking at him, getting all that. Oh, you bitch!
Yeah, getting mad and killing them and shit. But yeah, like I said, that movie is nothing great, but parts of it were kind of cool. I did like Freddy versus Jason. I thought that was decent.
I liked Freddy vs. Jason too. There was one thing about that movie that really bothered me, and it does piss me off. That like they tried to make Jason out to be like some sort of a fucking good guy.
Right. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't vaguely remember it too much. But I did like the end fight scene between those two.
Yeah, that was kind of cool because you got to see them fight in the dream world, and then you got to see them fight in reality.
Right.
And man, at near the end of that fight scene, dude, wow, they tore each other up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ones from the 80s, I would have some of the ones from the 80s I think are probably the best ones. Yeah. You know, the ones with Corey Haim, or no, Corey Feldman, right?
Corey Feldman, yeah. Part 4.
Part 4, yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
He was just a kid.
Isn't that the one? Which one is the one where Jason breaks the cop's back and he like folds him backwards?
Oh, that was part 6.
Okay, yeah.
That was another good. That was the same one where he took the chick and like put her face to the side of the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
The impression of her face come out the other side.
Yeah, that was a fucking good one there. See, like 4, 5, and 6 were pretty damn good, I would say.
Yeah.
You know.
I tell you, you know what's weird? I would have to say my favorite Friday the 13th movie, Part 2.
The second one?
Yeah.
And was Kevin Bacon? He was in the first one.
Yeah. He had a damn... Dude, that was fucked up how he died in the first one. That damn chick was underneath his bed the whole damn time.
Yeah.
And just, like, I love it how, like, he looks up, he sees the dead body of his friend, and you just see the hand come out and just, like, grab his head and, like, hold his head to the bed, and you just see the damn arrow, like, coming through his neck. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. What about Freddy Krueger? What's your favorite Freddy Krueger film?
Oh, without a doubt, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Right on.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. Which was the one? I forgot which one it was because they made so many. With Alice Cooper, and it was in 3D.
Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Yeah, I seen that at the theaters when I was a kid,
yeah.
And I watched it in 3D, and it was actually pretty damn good in 3D back then. But I think for whatever reason they never released that film like on home video, like on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, a 3D Blu-ray version of that for some reason. I don't know why, but they should. You know,
no, because, I mean, I have, you know, I've had it on VHS and I had it on DVD, and it's like they never added like the 3D like
version to it. I mean, they did with the Jason. I think it was one of the Jason films was in 3D. I think it was the third film.
Yeah, it was Part 3.
Right, and they released that in 3D on DVD and whatnot. They should do the same with, you know, the other. But yeah, it's you know, a lot of good horror films from the 80s back then. I mean, you had Fright Night, which was really good vampire movie.
Yeah.
You had The Howling. Huh?
Yeah, The Howling. Yeah.
The Howling. You had all the John Carpenter's best films probably came out of the 80s. John Carpenter's They Live, John Carpenter's The Thing, Christine. You know, Big Trouble
Christine was probably would always be one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it is a classic. Big Trouble Little China. But yeah, Christine had a great soundtrack to it. The music in that was fantastic.
Hey, you want to know honestly, my favorite part of Christine is the opening fucking scene. Like, because I mean, you don't hear no music or nothing, but when they're showing the intro, you hear like the cars start up and just start like revving. I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I'm glad I have that one on Blu-ray.
Okay, show me.
yeah, good. That's pretty damn good. One of John Carpenter's best.
You know what? I looked it up. You know how they did that scene where the car was totally like fixing itself?
Yeah.
What they did is they crushed the car up, but then just did it in reverse to where all the damage they created was just coming back out.
Right.
I was like, Okay, that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, well, this is back when, CGI wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just not a fan of CGI. Like,
right.
I'm old school. I like the old school movies,
right.
The horror movies where you don't need that fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think CGI kind of kills it first for a lot of things, but sometimes it's done right. You know, it's once in a while.
All right, name one movie that CGI was done right.
I like Prometheus. I thought that was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I love Charlize Theron's death scene.
Yeah.
No, crunch.
She did. She got fucked.
You would have thought she would have had some kind of better dialogue than just no, crunch.
Yeah, she got fucked up. That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good movie. I really enjoyed that film, Prometheus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Ridley Scott, that director, has always done really good work. Whatever he does is really good.
That's it. Ridley Scott rules.
The first Alien film, Legend with Tom Cruise, Blade Runner.
Legend was a fucking great movie.
Yeah, I really like that film, and that film don't get talked about a whole lot or nothing, and nobody mentions it to Tom Cruise or nothing.
I've seen it, but I remember loving that movie growing up.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, Legend's coming on. I want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got that one on Blu-ray. It also comes with the extended version, 2 different versions.
What about the Scream movies?
The Scream, yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, they're going to be coming out with a Scream 5, bro.
Yeah, I heard that was they're filming it right now as we speak, I believe.
Yeah. You know what though? They've already put out they're not bringing back Hayden Panettiere.
Oh yeah.
Which I thought was kind of bullshit because she did a good job in Scream 4. I'd like to have seen her in another Scream movie.
Yeah. Yeah, those films are pretty good. I remember when I first watched the first Scream film, and I was pretty shocked by Drew Barrymore getting killed off at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, you know what? I did too because, I mean, that was something different.
That's what they were going for, They wanted that shock treatment to everybody.
You didn't. How many times you ever see a main
actor
that
get snuffed out
so quick in a movie?
Yeah, it rarely never happens up until then.
Yeah,
it was that was pretty kick-ass, man. It was a really good movie at that time. Yeah, it was. It just fit the right timing,
I tell you what was a disturbing part in Scream was when Drew Barrymore is trying to get away from the Scream killer, and the guy winds up stabbing her, and she gets away, and she sees her parents walking up, and she's trying to call out for her mom, and I guess because she must have got stabbed in the lung or something, because when she tried to yell out for her mom, it was ah, she couldn't yell.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just man, that's that was horrible. She did die a fucking horrible death, man.
Yeah, it sucks. Good movie, man. All the movies were pretty good. I liked them all 4 of them.
I didn't really like Scream 3. I thought Scream 3 was kind of stupid.
Really? I thought it was decent.
Yeah, because I mean, it's in all the other Scream movies, you have 2 killers. In Scream 3, you only had 1 killer. I mean, I do like how they did in the Screams, they made you wonder, who is the fucking killer? Could this guy be the killer? Could that guy be the killer?
Yeah. And ended up being our brother.
Yeah.
like you said in a video 20 years ago that I got filmed.
Yeah, we were talking because
yeah,
we were talking about like we were gonna go see. He's like, I'll be like, we should all go see Scream 3, and Angelo's like, oh, it sucked. I'm like, and I don't know why but I was hearing something about Scream 3 at the time that they were talking about possibility making Nev Campbell the fucking killer in Scream 3.
Yeah, and Angelo's like, huh, yeah, right. He said it's the brother.
Yeah, because he doesn't seen the movie,
right,
I didn't see it yet, so that's why he's like her brother is
right.
Like,
so okay, those are good films, and hopefully the fifth one will be good. But unfortunately, the director has passed away. So
yeah, and they're gonna have a different director, and right. Every time when you get a different director, it could be it could be worse, or it could be just as good, if not better. Sometimes when you switch directors, the movie ends up being badass. Like Alien, we had Ridley Scott, and the second one we had James Cameron, and the second one was fantastic film, man. It's like all the Friday the 13th movies too. Like if you go back and look, all the Friday the 13th and like the Nightmare on Elm Streets, they had like different directors and stuff for like every movie. That's why like everything would change. That's why like in Friday the 13th 2, Jason went from a normal sized guy, and then
right, he gets bigger each movie.
And in like part 3, he's like 7 foot tall and has like superhuman strength.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing? Each movie they make, it's like he's bigger and bigger. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, he went from a normal sized guy in part 2 to like 3, 4, and then eventually like now he's like, oh, he's 7 foot tall and has like superhuman strength that he could grab it. Like he couldn't even fight off this one guy in part 2, but then in part 3 he has the ability to grab a guy by the head and crush his fucking head to make his eyeballs pop out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like what?
Yeah. And also, we might as well get into the Feast films.
Feast, yes, absolutely. The first Feast.
Yeah, the first Feast was fantastic.
Was badass.
The other two, on the other hand, was all right, but I don't know.
Three, they just went over the top with the corniness.
Right.
That's what I didn't like. It's like the first one was way serious, and then 2 and 3, like 2, they was still serious, but they threw a little bit of that corny shit in.
Well, it was serious, but it also had like these oddball, corny type moments. Like that one guy is like, "I'm here to save your ass," and then boom, he gets fucking killed. That
was awesome.
Right.
To me, that was awesome.
Yeah, the first one had the right kind of corniness. Like the other two was goofy as fuck.
The people that you thought were going to be like the badasses of the movie were like the first ones killed off, and like the people that you didn't expect to be there at the end were the ones that made it.
Yeah. But yeah,
like I said, I mean, how many horror movies have you seen where like you'll see a guy come in like that one guy did, be like, "I'm the guy that's gonna save your ass," and then just like 2 seconds later, it's like a creature bursts through the window and fucking decapitates him.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
No, pal, you ain't saving shit.
Yeah, I liked how the fact that like he's like they're coming and they're coming fast, something like that.
And you remember he picks he has one of the heads in a stack. He's like, this thing is like 10 feet tall, got razor sharp fangs, got nothing but teeth, and
right. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't remember all the dialogue, but it was pretty good. I have that one on Blu-ray. I got the other two downloaded.
Yeah, I have the triple pack of all unrated films.
Right. Didn't they released them? They released the regular versions, and then they released them also in unrated versions.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
I think the only versions. I mean, I had 2 and 3 for like the regular versions, but then, like I said, I got this triple pack now, which is they have all unrated. And you know what? With Feast 2, didn't really see any difference between the regular version and the unrated version.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like minor things, kind of like in the 3 from Hell. It was just some minor things.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds of like more, like a little bit of more of a death scene and
more gore and blood.
A little extra thrown in dialogue scene.
Right. So shit happens. Yeah, the Feast film the first one is fantastic. I remember back in the day. I don't remember the name of the video store, but where we saw the trailer when we rented a movie.
Yeah, we went to Movie Mania.
Right, and rented. And what did we rent?
I don't. You know what's funny? I remember one of the films we rented was the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. So we rented some films, and then before the movie started, they played trailers.
Yeah, and they played a trailer to Feast.
Right.
And us watch that preview was so awesome that
we went right back up to the video store to go rent that fucking shit.
Man, we shut the movie off right then and there.
Yep.
Went back out, got back in the car, and went back up to Movie Mania.
Yeah.
And got Feast and come back. We didn't even watch any of the other movies that we rented. We got back and we immediately just threw fucking Feast in.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow.
It was just every bit as good as that fucking trailer.
Yeah. There was a lot of shit in that movie that you would never seen, like the little kid that gets eaten.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like how many? It's like you don't see that in a lot of movies. You don't ever see like a lot of movies with kids getting killed.
Right. Yeah.
I remember in Feast 2 they had something like same thing that involved a baby. The guy tried to save a baby and he's like running and he's like, I'm sorry, and he just throws the baby up in the air.
Yeah. What the fuck? Well, that was the second Feast film. Right?
Yeah, but that's that corny bullshit that we were talking about.
Right, yeah, that was like over the top corny bullshit. You know?
throwing the baby up in the air, and then there's like this slow motion scene of the baby just up in the air, like looking and like, and it just
what the fuck? Unbelievable. Yeah, but
I'm just like, wow, that was fucked up, man.
Yeah, but the first one, classic.
Yeah.
Great film. What did you think of the Hatchet movies?
I loved them.
Yeah, the kill scenes in those films are fantastic.
Yeah. You remember when the first time me and you seen the fucking first Hatchet film?
Absolutely. We were at our buddy Butch's house. Christmas Day. What year was this? Like 2009 or something like that?
No, it was 2008. Because I remember I moved the following year.
Okay, so you're right. So it was 2008.
We came out, we hung out, and we just decided to make it a fucking a really good movie night. And we started watching some films, and Butch gave us the opportunity to pick a movie out of his collection to watch, and we're like, I pulled out Hatch. I was like, "What about this movie?" He's like, and Butch was like, "Dude, if you like good horror movies, you would like that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, fuck it, let's put it on. And let's check this out." Yeah. And that movie was so.
Yeah, it was. It was so much better than what we thought it was going to be. We were thinking it was going to be okay, maybe a low budget horror film. Right on, we'll just watch it.
Remember, it started off dumb with them like hanging out in Louisiana and then wanting to go on that boat ride. But once the fucking killer showed up from that point on and just started like the first guy that he killed with that old man, where he runs up and he just like starts hatcheting him in the damn shoulder and the damn hacks all the way down through his body.
Right.
And then grabs the guy's wife and like puts his hands on her mouth and just like rips her fucking head in half.
Yeah. Every time we seen a kill scene, we're like, oh shit.
Yeah. You know what?
It was pretty kick-ass.
That's how we were back in the day, man.
Yeah.
We watch horror movies and stuff.
Well,
Every time we see an awesome kill scene, our reaction like, oh shit.
Yeah,
you know?
It depends on the movie too, because certain films were never that good, but the kill scenes in the Hatchet movies, especially the first one, was fantastic. Really cool.
What's your favorite all-time Hatchet kill?
I don't know. I'd have to watch them all again, but I mean, I liked the one that you just talked about with
a chick getting her head ripped in half.
Yeah, that one was badass. I think in the second one, didn't the Candyman, or the guy who played Candyman, was in the second one?
Yeah.
His death scene was badass.
Yeah, he fucking chops him in half, and then just like grabs like his spinal column or whatever, and pulls him right out of his own skin.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Like that was so crazy. Like you see him, like he pulled his body out of his fucking skin, where it just and it just like threw him in the woods. It's like, oh my god, dude,
that's crazy.
And he's just like, you see all his like his veins and all that shit. I was like, ooh, yeah, he's not having a good day.
Yeah, pretty much each film has a really cool kill scene in it.
There was one scene in Hatchet I didn't like it. There was that one chick in there that she was like really hot, I thought, and she got killed by when he took the the fucking sander to her fucking face.
Yeah.
And then you see afterwards her face is just like a mangled mess. She's like,
yeah. That's why they have to make that shit unrated.
Yeah.
Every one of those films pretty much is unrated.
And he picks her up and like impales her on a damn like a shovel or something.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Good films. I mean, even I know you haven't seen it yet. The Victor Crowley.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't find it.
Yeah, you can't find Victor Crowley, but it's the fourth Hatchet film, which is pretty good.
I haven't. You know what? Like I remember even the day that movie came out, I had plans to go up to Walmart and go get the movie.
Yeah.
They didn't even fucking have it at Walmart. Like nowhere had it.
Yeah, I remember I picked it up at Best Buy. On Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So, and ever since, maybe a little while later, after a while, I haven't seen it really since. So I don't know.
Like the fact that they did bring back Danielle Harris, but
she played a cameo at
she
the
only
end.
has like a small. I mean, I did see the ending where she does a small little, like 30-second thing at the end where she's watching TV and she gets up, grabs a shotgun, and
That pretty much means if they do a fifth one, they'll probably have her be the star again, since she was the star in the second and third one. They have her cameo at the end. I think that was a good idea. And then if they do a fifth one, which would be smart, bring her back and make a badass horror film.
Yeah, whatever they do, don't fucking kill her off in the fucking last 10 minutes of the fucking movie.
Nah, they won't. Not in the Hatchet films. Every other film they'll kill her off, but not the Hatchets.
Yeah, dude, the last several movies I've seen of Danielle Harris, she like abruptly dies now in like anywhere from like the last 10 minutes to the last 2 fucking minutes of the movie.
Right.
Like, like I picked up this new movie that she did called Redwood Massacre Annihilation. Great movie. She had a great character. He always gives a good fucking performance. They have like the ending where they kill the fucking bad guy, and as like her and this other guy are sitting there just trying to like, finally catch their breath from all the bullshit, like this government guy and a military guy just show up out of the blue, and they're like, "Are you so and so?" "Yeah, I'm so." And he's like, "Where's the rest of your people?" And she's like, "They're dead." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And then like you see like the military guy walk forward in their point of view, and then just pulls out a gun and fucking caps them both in the head.
Yeah, and they did the same thing like in Stakeland. They kill her at the end, which is another good horror film, by the way. Huh?
Yeah, Stakeland, great movie up until the last 10 minutes, and it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they also killed her in that one film with the wrestler Kane.
See No Evil 2.
See No Evil 2. She gets killed at the end. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like
they typecasting her ass.
Her last several movies that she's done, like Redwood Massacre Annihilation, Camp Coldbrook, See No Evil 2. She did several movies where she'll make it all the way up to the last 10 minutes of the movie, and then just out of the fucking blue, it's like, oh, no, she did.
I know.
Like,
and,
what?
Speaking of Stakeland, both Stakeland films are pretty good, especially the first one.
Yeah, the first one. The first one was badass.
Yeah,
dude.
Except for the ending. I didn't care for the ending, how she gets killed, and then the kid's like, "Oh well, she's dead." He finds this blonde bitch, and I'm just like, "What?" It's like she was nothing.
Daniel Harris got with them. That kid was like had developed like a crush on her.
Right.
It was like, and like wanted to protect her and all this and that, and then she gets captured by the fucking vampire guy, which was like what we always talk about, which was so stupid. It's like, how could this guy find them? If they were in a car driving for fucking days.
Right, and how the hell did this guy
just find them?
Automatically find them? And they were like long gone, so that didn't make sense.
Yeah. But then, and not only that, but making him to where he could actually talk and act normal, but still be a vampire.
Right, while the rest of them are all fucked up and...
yeah, while the rest of them are just like...
Right. Crazy fuckers, but this guy can fucking... He's special for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, then he winds up capturing Danielle Harris and torturing her, and...
Right.
And then the kid has to give her a mercy kill.
Right.
And then it's like you said, like 5 minutes later, they meet this blonde chick, and it's like he just totally forgets about Danielle Harris and moves on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Then the second one takes place.
I think the ending of Stakeland would have been so much better if they would have kept Danielle Harris alive. Like if she would have lived and gave birth to her baby, and it could have been the kid, Danielle Harris, and the baby ride to the fucking sanctuary at the end.
Right. Then the second one takes place many years later.
Yeah, and the girl that he met at the end of Stakeland doesn't even like they talk about they wrote her off in the beginning of Stakeland.
Right.
Or Stakeland 2.
Right. I haven't seen it in a while. I've only seen it once. I thought it was pretty decent, but the first one was really pretty good, except for the ending. But anyways, we got to wrap this one up now, bro, because I'm busy and I got to post this and all that and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on.
I could definitely go on about horror films, but I figured we'd talk about horror films this time since Halloween's right around the corner. But
we did talk about the Halloween movies.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get into the Halloween films. I guess we could for a minute. I'm not big into remakes, but I did like Rob Zombie's Halloween films, along with John Carpenter's original.
I'm the same way. I never had been a fan of all these especially some of these remakes now are fucking dumb. Like Child's Play, that remake was retarded.
Yeah. We didn't get into the Child's Play movies either.
Yeah.
Hey,
I tell you what. How about
we'll get into it next time.
Yeah, we're gonna do a part 2 to this, people. We're doing just a part 1 of this because tomorrow's Halloween, and we want to get a video out.
Right. We wanted but I'm busy. So, but Adam, we'll talk about horror films again. Maybe in the next podcast.
We'll always talk about horror movies.
But yeah, I mean, there's some good Halloween films out there. There's some good Child's Play, movies out there.
A lot of there's a lot of low budget horror movies that were really good.
Oh yeah, sometimes they got some good ones that come in. You're like, damn, yeah, this one turned out excellent. You
ever recall seeing Dr. Giggles?
Long time ago.
That was a fucked up movie, dude.
Yeah. Something we'll have to.
I tell you what, that movie had some fucking awesome kill scenes too.
Right on.
Like Larry Drake, great fucking actor, man. Great actor.
Right on. But yeah, on that note, we're gonna have to wrap this one up. It's been fun, and
stay tuned for part 2, people.
Well, just stay tuned for the next podcast. We'll probably get into more horror films or whatever comes to mind. But anyways, we out of here, and peace.